Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. Filming this in my storage unit tonight. This afternoon. Today is Wednesday, it's New Comic Book Day, and I went to All Star Comics in Melbourne, 53 Queen Street, Melbourne, and I picked up a bunch of books. Now they had a little bit of trouble with some of their shipment, and there was like 4 books that I didn't get, but once I go back they'll be there, and it's not a problem. It's comic books, don't get too worried if your book doesn't arrive. You'll get it eventually. That's the way I look at it, at least. Now the first one I want to show off is this is the facsimile edition of Batman issue 1 from, I think it was 1941, something like that. I'll have a bit of a look. I don't know if it's going to actually tell me the actual date it came out. Probably not. Nope. I have to go Google it to find out. But anyway, it's a lot bigger than a standard comic book, and there's no way I would be able to afford this. The original. So when this was offered, I jumped at it. Because why not? So yeah, there we go. I always start with the facsimile editions because I buy them, and it's not that I don't read them, but I'll put them aside to be read at another time. Next up is Absolute Flash issue 7. Now I don't know about you guys, but I have pretty much given up on the Absolute line. All the line except for Absolute Flash. I'm still enjoying this. It's a fun series. The artwork, it's very nice. I've had a look at this. Yes, this is this is some nice artwork by Moore. I don't know who's Moore. Travis Moore. There we go, Travis. You did some good work in there, mate. And I look forward to reading that. Next up is Amazing Spider-Man issue 11, or as you can see, 975, and I have this on my standing order now. I bought the 10th issue. I'm sorry, I bought the 9th issue, and I was very impressed. And I saw, okay, we have like 25 issues to get to the big 1000th issue, and yeah, I thought, why not? Why not jump on the bandwagon and say, yeah, I've always been an Amazing Spider-Man fan. I've bought all the issues. I do have a lot of Amazing Spider-Man issues, but yeah, I'm back reading this because I did enjoy that 9th issue. Next up is the penultimate issue of Batman and Robin Year 1 by Mark Waid and Chris Samney, and the Chris Samney artwork gets this over the line, and it's everything you want it to be. He's the perfect artist for Batman and Robin. Absolute gold. But yeah, the penultimate issue, and yeah, things are not looking good for Bruce and Dick. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that ends. Next up, we have Batman Superman World's Finest, part of the Bizarro World Tour. And kudos to Mark Waid for making Bizarro readable, because oh my god, I cannot stand Bizarro. I find it confusing, I find it annoying. I just want to see, sometimes I just want to see Superman just punch Bizarro out, and vice versa. But yeah, Mark Waid is telling an interesting, funny story here, so I'm all for it, and that's issue 43. Next up is Captain America issue 3, or 774, and Cap is fighting Doctor Doom in the it's just after 9/11. I think it's a very weird story where it looks like they're changing Cap's history in terms of when he was pulled out of the ice. And this seems to be post 9/11, just after 9/11. But that's not my biggest gripe. My biggest gripe is the color tone by who was it? Frank Martin. Was it Frank Martin that did the color? Let me have a quick look. Yes, color artist Frank Martin. Frank, mate, just dial up the color palette, because this is bland. This is bland. Like the first 2 issues, it was like there was something wrong with my eyes. I'm like, like focus. But no, it wasn't my eyes. It was the color palette. It was just too bland. And Captain America is a character who's meant to leap off the page. And these last two issues, it just hasn't been that way. It's just been too dark and grim, and yeah, bleak and bland. So hopefully Marvel got my letter, because I did write a letter saying to Frank, please change the color palette, because yeah, I need to see what's going on. Now, look, actually, real quick, check out the cover on that. All right, see how muted the color is. Now check out the color palette on that. Now, I know the page quality is different. This is a cardstock, and this is toilet paper that Marvel do. But the color palette on that is infinitely better, in my opinion. This is Catacomb of Torment, issue 3 by Oni Press, part of their horror anthology. And when it comes to horror anthology, I'm picking it up. I have a ton of these books now, and they never disappoint. They are brutal. They're brutal to read, but they're exactly what you want them to be. I'll show you on the back. There you go. Now, I don't know any of these guys except for Sammy Cavilla, the artist. Now, Sammy Cavilla did a book called Dear Editor, and it was about a guy named Buck, and he was half man, half deer, and he was a journalist. I think I've shown it on the channel before. But yeah, that's the only artist, that's the only creator I know on that. Next up, we have Creepshow issue 1. This is volume 4, and Jeremy Adams, Eduardo Russo. Oh boy, okay. Rosie Knight and Oliver Ono. I don't know those last two, but Eduardo Russo and Jeremy Adams. I'm glad I picked this up. I think this is going on the top of my pile to read tonight. Next up is the Wild West Cowboys of Mumisa. Is it just I think it's just the Cowboys of Mumisa. Sorry, no, it is Wild West COW. Sorry, the Wild West Cowboys of Mumisa. Now, this was solicited like a year ago, and then it was dropped from the solicitations. And I emailed the Nacelle-verse, Melissa Nacelle, I think it was, and I just said, what's the go, because it was solicited and then dropped. And she said, hold tight, there'll be news to come. And we have the news. This is I think a 4-issue miniseries. And look, I'm not going to spoil anything by showing just how gorgeous this artwork is. The artwork by Juan Gideon, and get it on, mate. That is some great work. I'm so glad I picked this up. I'm looking forward to putting this at the top of my pile. Sorry, Creepshow, I think this is going on the top of the pile. Next up is Hellboy in Love, issue 2 of 2 by Mike Mignola, Christopher Golden, and Alex Nito. And Alex, he does some Nito artwork. Actually, I don't know if it's a male or female, but Alex does some Nito artwork. Dad joke. I enjoyed the first issue. It was nice and creepy, and it involved an underground witch. So yeah. Now, I bought this. This was purely a cover buy. It's Nightwing issue 130. Just look at that cover. In red, bold red. I want to slab this straight away, keep it minty fresh, never read it. Maybe I should have got 2 copies, but no. I buy comics to read them, and I will be reading this because even though this isn't on my standing order, and it is quite costly, it's $4.99. I have been enjoying it. So yeah, I saw this cover and I'm like, yep, let's try this, because yeah, I want to keep reading. Next up is Red Hulk issue 8 by Ben Percy. Now, I don't know who this character is, but I did hear that this is ending with issue 10. So it is what it is. It's been a fun run, fun read. It's really put a lot of stakes into the One World Under Doom storyline, and that's purely from Ben Percy. So thank you, Ben, for giving the story some actual gravitas. And I've got, let's see, 5 more to go. So stick with me, guys. Next up is The Punisher Red Band issue 1. And I've taken it out of the plastic sleeve, so it's no longer a collectible. Sorry, it's not. All these plastic sleeve books, as soon as I get home, cut it, rip it out, well, take it out, and read it and enjoy it. But you know what? If you want to keep it in the plastic sleeve, you collect comics the way you want to. As long as you're buying it, that's awesome. That's what I want to see. But yeah, I want to read it. And I'm very much looking forward to this. This is another Ben Percy story. I've looked at it, and there's a reason why it's red banned. Let's just say that. it's some violent stuff. Next up is issue 27 of Titans. Now, I got issue 26, and I thought so that they had the Doom Patrol in the previous issue, and it was a fun read. But the way it was going, I really thought that this issue was going to have Captain Carrot and the Zoo Crew, but alas, no, it just has a villain called the Zookeeper. And DC, sorry guys, you missed out. It would have been great to have Captain Carrot and the Zoo Crew fighting alongside the Titans and Doom Patrol against the Zookeeper. But it was the last issue was a fun read, so I'm looking forward to reading this. This isn't on my standing order. I just got the last issue and this one, and then that's it. I don't know how long this is going for. I know it's an ongoing series, but I'm not hearing a lot of stuff about it online. So we will see. We'll see. Next up is Toxic Avenger Comics issue 3. Yeah, issue 3 by Ahoy. And look, I'll show you the cover. There's that, and then there's the Virgin cover without all the trade dress and all that kind of stuff. Now, I understand with the movie that's just come out, it's no longer in cinemas. I missed it. But yeah, I understand with the movie, there is renewed interest in the Toxic Avenger. But I think that Ahoy are going all chips in a little bit too much. We've got Toxic Avenger, Toxie Team Up, and Toxic Crusaders. And that Toxic Crusader issue, the first one, looked beautiful, but it was just chock full of needless exposition, and it really just brought the story to a grinding halt. I was a little bit disappointed, but I will continue to get it because, again, the artwork is very, very nice. But yeah, this is Toxic Avenger issue 3. Next up, and the penultimate one of this video, is this. This is the Undead Iron Fist by Jason Liu and Gallon. Gallon, I don't know who Gallon is. Let's have a look. Fran Gallan. Yeah, Danny Rand is back from the dead. There was a channel that I watch. I don't want to say I hate watch, but I get overly critical of this one channel, and they were deriding the landmark issue that was for Iron Fist, and there was a QR code that you scanned, and then you got the last page, which was the reveal that Danny Rand didn't die in this issue. He was resurrected because his fist was coming out of the ground, and this is the continuation of that story. And this critical YouTube channel was deriding this because they think that Jason Liu isn't a great artist, or isn't a great writer. He's a fun writer. He did a lot of the Werewolf by Night. I enjoyed it. It was just a little bit of silly fun. And sometimes I just want to have some silly fun with my comic books. So when this was solicited, I said, let's go. I think it only goes for like 4, maybe 6 issues. There were a few books that didn't arrive, but they're arriving tomorrow. I'm not going to be back at All Star for a week and a half because it's school holidays, and I'm on holidays. I'm on dad duties, so yeah, I just won't have time to go into the comic book shop. But I'm going to be doing a whole lot of filming in this room, hopefully showing off some stuff that you guys will want to see. And to finish up this video is this. This is X-Men Alpha, X-Men of Apocalypse. Let's see, how the heck is it titled? Bear with me, guys, bear with me. X-Men of Apocalypse, Age of Apocalypse Alpha. I don't know. Okay, X-Men of Apocalypse Alpha. There we go. Wow, and of course, I've just spoiled this. I don't want to say spoiled myself, that sounds wrong. But because I had a look at the back of the book, I've been spoiled for who is in this book. Okay. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Yeah, okay. It's going to be interesting. I'm certainly going to read it, and I'm going to see how this character plays into this story. I know we have the Age of Revelations storyline going concurrently with this, but I think that we could do that. We could have the Age of Apocalypse and Age of Revelation going concurrently. I think that there's enough market share, there's enough interest from fans to do so. Obviously, I'm one of them. I'm buying this. I'm buying some of the Age of Revelations. And yeah, that's the video for tonight or today. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you as always, and I'll catch you at the next one.